Hello, welcome to Invictus Motors. My name is Basheer Zaheer. We've got this beautiful Audi RS3. This model of the RS3 was made between 2017 to 2021. And for many reasons, this is one of my favorite Audi RS3s. And in this video, it's going to be a bit of a surprise reveal in the sense, what are the attributes of this RS3 that makes it, I think, a glorious car. And I will be covering the ins and outs of it and hopefully give you a bit of a taste of what to expect out of the RS3. And should you be interested, it is currently available in our showroom. If not, I hope the review serves the purpose of actually convincing you of getting one. And just secondly, thank you for watching our videos, our content, and subscribing or commenting, liking, whatever it may be. We appreciate all the support we can get. All the money that we raise out of our YouTube channel gets donated to a UK registered charity. So we use it to do a fair bit of good work in Afghanistan. So thank you for that. This has the phenomenal 2.5 litre inline 5-cylinder turbocharged engine, which produces 400 brake horsepower, 480 Newton meters of torque. It's got the 7-speed S-tronic dual clutch gearbox, which powers the 4-wheel drive system. And what makes it that incredible car it is simply the sound it produces. So let's get behind the wheel and illustrate why I absolutely love it and why you could just, from a hot hatch point of view, I don't think one can do better than this. So let's go out. We're into the inside of the RS3, and this is what I absolutely love about it, is on a cold start, this sound. Obviously it has a limiter when you start it from cold, so it wouldn't allow you to rev it or over rev it beyond 4,000 RPM until the engine reaches certain temperature from the get-go. The RS3 is just so responsive. At the same time, it doesn't compromise on the comfort whatsoever. The sports suspension is set up really well to combine both a comfortable city style of driving as well as, perhaps take it on the odd track day if you are going to be, taking it out. I think what you get from a performance on this is completely crazy in comparison to many other sports cars. And this is all stock standard from factory, not modified, not played about with in any way, form or shape. Let me actually just put it into the sports mode, well, into the dynamic mode from the get-go. And straight away you feel those gears being held for that bit longer. That was between second and third gear. I've used the pedal shifts just to drop it down again, just to get a good feeling for it. And this is the time to test it. The feedback that you get through the steering wheel, through the whole chassis, the sound from the exhaust system, and it is a free, happy revving car. Ideally, I'd like to push it a bit more, which I will. Let me just cover the numbers on this, the performance number on it. I'll go back to auto in terms of the various modes, into comfort. This has the 2.5 litre 5-cylinder turbocharged engine that produces 400 bhp and 480 newton meters of torque, and the 0 to 62 miles per hour possible in 4.1 seconds. You've got the 7-speed S-tronic dual clutch transmission, which is brilliant and puts power out to the 4-wheel drive system. And when you kind of combine all these three key ingredients, an engine that produces 400 bhp, a 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and all-wheel drive car such as this, you've got the perfect recipe of the ideal sports hatchback car. And from a performance point of view, these performance numbers far exceeds what you get in a Porsche 911 991.1 Carrera S from 2011. Obviously, they're a very different style of driving. It's suited for a different market of people. These were, as mentioned right at the beginning of my video in the intro, this generation of the Audi RS3 was made between 2017 to 2021. I'll go back to actually dynamic. Oh, that's it. And it grips so well. To enhance the handling of it, this has the optional 19-inch optional alloys. With that, you actually get slightly wider tires at the front, and it gives you that planted setup and that extra bit of grip that you need, especially when you're going around corners like this. Getting up to about 6,000 RPM, now at 5,000, third gear, 4,000 RPM now, gone up to the fourth gear. An absolutely monster of a car, should you want it to be. At the same time, I've done about 200 miles in this since we got it in stock. At the same time, in these lower gears at low speed, what you get in terms of an attribute from the turbos and that burble from the exhaust system, it's an absolutely joy to listen to. And another thing that I really like to cover is the digital dash. Let me actually move the steering column forward just to see if you can actually see the digital dash. And just pressing the view button completely changes what you see there. You've got a map that shows you everything in front of you, and that digital dash there is very handy to have. We've got a digital speedometer in the center, the rev meter, all there in nice big numbers and then you've got smaller gauges which shows power, torque, And all of this, in terms of from a menu point of view, you can adjust and select whatever bit of menu you like to see more often. Now, in terms of braking, you've got these massive discs at the front, with big fat RS3 calipers both at the front and at the rear. They're vented discs, so that gives you more than enough, braking power. Now, in terms of the way it handles, the way it drives, to me, this car, for the age now, the mileage is done, is just over 45,000 miles. It feels, looks, and drives like brand new. And another really nice attribute on this is how quickly it actually gets warm on the inside. I mean, and you've got the heated seats as well. They work incredibly well. The dual climate control, front heated seats, mobile Bluetooth connectivity, both for your music, for your telephone calls. Just the whole interior of it, you've got reminders all over the car that this is a very special car. It isn't just your standard Audi, but it's creme de la creme. It's the RS3, and what more could one ask for than ultimately the best of the best? I'm back from my test drive, and this is now the part where I actually talk to you about the car and aesthetically what makes it such a incredible car and what makes it stand out. Well, firstly, the styling. The RS3 has a completely different front face lifted grille to the standard S3 or to the A3. You see the RS3 badging, Quattro there at the front, and this has got a very lovely spec with the Nardo grey combined with the gloss black front grills and just the kind of a stealth pack look to it. It's also got the front LED daytime running lights, front and rear parking sensors. This has the optional 19-inch alloys, and this is another phenomenal benefit to the driving style and just to the driving focus side of this vehicle, because on the optional 19-inch two-tone diamond cut alloys, you get larger tires on the front than on the back, and it's got the phenomenal brake discs which are vented both at the front and at the back, and the calipers are finished in red with RS3 written on it, and they are massive. Now, I love the contrast between the gloss black and the Nardo grey. You can see it on the side door mirrors, you see it around the trimming there, around the windows, the two-tone alloys, and you come to the back of it, and again, it's a huge, massive difference what you see on the back of the RS3 in comparison to the S3 or to the standard Audi A3. You've got the rear LED lights as well. And just going to welcome you in onto the inside of it, you're straight away welcomed by the sport seats, the Audi RS sport seats. They hug onto you superbly well. You've got the flat bottom steering wheel finished in Alcantara and leather. The front seats are also heated. A huge thing about this car is obviously the digital display. We've been through that on our test drive. Makes driving something like this an absolute joy. And the rest of the spec is also the fact that this has the carbon package and the vents have the red and that sort of silver, varnished silver look to it. The door cards are both leather and Alcantara finished, and that gives you a very premium feel to it. And now to the back, you've got another 3 seats, so it's a perfect family car. And if we actually go to the back of the vehicle where the boot is, this is very spacious, and you can also lift up this lid and you will find just some extra bit of storage space to put any additional items you may want to put there. Huge amplifier there. In terms of the owner's history and the service history, it's got a full Audi service history, except one service that was done at an Audi specialist. Now, from brand new, it's got 4 former keepers, and the current 5th owner has had it from the 19th of the 5th, 2021. So he's had it for, I guess, just coming up to 2 years now. It's got a lot of invoices, both from Audi, and just one invoice that was done at a specialist, so that invoice is there as well. And it's got a couple of invoices which are from Quick Fit, where it's had 2 new tyres fitted in 2021 from memory. So yeah, in May 2021, it's the Pirelli P0 tyres that were fitted. It's actually a very, very well maintained Audi RS3, also very competitively priced, and overall, in the condition it's in, as I said, it looks, feels and drives like brand new, and that's credit to the previous owner, Adam, who we actually know, so thank you to him. So thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.